Welcome back to our channel Rare Coins Hub. In today's video, we're going to explore something really interesting and exciting. So, if you want to find out what you'll learn by staying with us till the end, make sure to watch the whole video. Stay with us and don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's get started. The 1971 USA $1 coin might not be one of the most famous coins in American history, but for those with an interest in numismatics, it's a fascinating piece of currency. While many collectors focus on rare coins from earlier years, the $1,971 coin has its own unique story to tell. Although it was initially produced as part of a regular circulation set, there are certain versions of the $1,971 coin that have become highly sought after and extremely valuable. In this video, we'll delve into the history of this coin, explore its design and minting process, and uncover why the 1971 $1 coin can be worth as much as $165,000. The history of the $1 coin is one that spans centuries. The concept of a dollar coin was first introduced by the U.S. Mint in 1794 with the creation of the flowing hair dollar. This was the first official silver dollar coin produced by the United States and marked the beginning of the U.S. Mint's coinage program. Over the years, the dollar coin has undergone numerous design changes, reflecting the evolving tastes and artistic styles of the nation. One of the most iconic designs to grace the dollar coin was the Morgan dollar, which was minted from 1878 to 1904, and again in 1921. Designed by George T. Morgan, this coin featured a profile of Lady Liberty on the obverse and an eagle on the reverse. The Morgan dollar is one of the most beloved coins in American history and is still widely collected today. In the years following the end of the Morgan dollar series, the U.S. Mint produced several other dollar coins, including the Peace dollar and the Eisenhower dollar. The Eisenhower dollar, which was introduced in 1971, marked the beginning of the modern era of dollar coins and is the focus of our discussion today. The 1971 Eisenhower dollar was a significant departure from previous dollar coins in both design and composition. The U.S. Mint had been experimenting with different designs for years, and the Eisenhower dollar was part of a new effort to create a coin that reflected the modern spirit of the country. At the time, the U.S. was transitioning from a traditional silver-based currency system to one based on copper-nickel alloys, and the Eisenhower dollar was part of that shift. The design of the $1,971 coin was created by Frank Gasparo, who was the chief engraver at the U.S. Mint at the time. The obverse of the coin features a portrait of President Dwight D. Eisenhower, the 34th President of the United States, who served from 1953 to 1961. Eisenhower was a prominent figure in American history, known for his leadership during World War II as Supreme Commander of the Allied Expeditionary Forces in Europe, and for his presidency during the Cold War era. Eisenhower's portrait on the $1,971 coin is depicted in a profile view, facing left. Above his image are the words, "Liberty, in God we trust," and the mint year. The reverse of the coin features a design that is equally significant in its symbolism. It depicts an eagle landing on the moon, with an olive branch in its talons, in reference to the Apollo 11 mission, which had successfully landed astronauts on the moon in 1969. This design was meant to celebrate the achievements of the U.S. space program and the historic achievement of landing on the moon. The reverse of the coin also bears the inscriptions, United States of America, E pluribus unum, and $1. The combination of Eisenhower's portrait on the obverse and the moon landing on the reverse made the $1,971 coin a unique and historic piece of American currency. One of the most important features of the $1,971 coin is its composition. Unlike earlier dollar coins, which were made of silver, the Eisenhower dollar was produced using a copper-nickel-clad composition. This change in metal composition marked a major shift in U.S. coinage, as the country moved away from using silver in many of its circulating coins. The Eisenhower dollar was produced with a total weight of 22.68 grams and a diameter of 38.1 millimeters, making it larger and heavier than many other U.S. coins. Although the Eisenhower dollar was minted in large quantities, it wasn't widely accepted in everyday circulation. The coin's size and weight made it somewhat unwieldy, and many people found it less practical than smaller denominations like the quarter or half dollar. As a result, the Eisenhower dollar wasn't as commonly used as the U.S. Mint had hoped, and production of the coin was eventually discontinued in 1978. Despite its limited circulation, the 1971 Eisenhower dollar became a significant coin for collectors, particularly because of its association with President Eisenhower and the Apollo 11 mission. As with many coins that have a connection to important historical events, the $1,971 coin has become a prized item for those who appreciate its symbolism and rarity. It's also important to note that, like many other coins, the 1971 Eisenhower dollar was produced in several different variations, and these variations have played a crucial role in determining the coin's value. The $1,971 coin was minted in both regular circulation versions and proof versions. The regular circulation coins were struck at the Philadelphia Mint and the Denver Mint, while the proof coins were minted at the San Francisco Mint and were specifically created for collectors. The proof coins were made using a special process that resulted in a highly polished, mirror-like finish, which makes them stand out from the regular circulation coins. These proof versions are highly sought after by collectors, and they tend to be much more valuable than the standard circulation coins. One of the key aspects that affect the value of the $1,971 coin is the condition in which it is found. Coins that are in excellent condition, those that show little to no wear, are much more valuable than coins that have been heavily circulated. Collectors are particularly interested in coins that are graded as mint state or proof, as these coins are in pristine condition and have not been exposed to the wear and tear of everyday use. The rarity of certain variations of the 1971 Eisenhower dollar also plays a role in its value. For example, some of the coins produced in 1971 feature minor design flaws or errors that make them unique. These errors can include things like double dies or misstrikes, and they are often highly sought after by collectors who specialize in error coins. The presence of these errors can greatly increase the value of the coin, as they make it stand out from the other coins produced that year. One of the most valuable versions of the $1,971 coin is the 1971 silver proof coin. This particular coin was minted with a small amount of silver content, making it one of the few coins from the era that still contained silver. The 1971 silver proof coin is a rare and highly coveted item among collectors, and it can fetch significant amounts of money, particularly if it is in excellent condition. These coins are often valued at several $1,000s, but some exceptional examples have been known to sell for much higher amounts. Another version of the $1,971 coin that has garnered attention from collectors is the 1971 Eisenhower dollar with a double die error. This particular coin features a design flaw where certain elements of the coin's design, including the date and the word "Liberty," are doubled. The presence of this error makes the coin incredibly rare and highly valuable to collectors who specialize in minting mistakes. Coins with this error have been known to sell for tens of thousands of dollars, with some exceptional examples reaching values as high as $165,000. The $165,000 price tag is reserved for the most pristine and rare versions of the $1,971 coin, particularly those with significant errors or unique features. These coins are highly prized by collectors, and the demand for them has driven their value up over time. The combination of historical significance, rarity, and unique minting errors makes the 1971 Eisenhower dollar a coin that is not only valuable but also fascinating from a numismatic perspective. For those who are interested in coin collecting, the 1971 $1 coin serves as a reminder of the importance of paying attention to detail. Whether you're searching for proof coins, error coins, or just trying to find a well-preserved example of a historic coin, the world of numismatics offers endless possibilities for discovery. The 1971 Eisenhower dollar, with its striking design, historical context, and potential for rarity, is just one example of the many coins that can captivate the imagination and spark the passion of collectors around the world. The 1972 USA $1 coin, like many other coins throughout history, may seem like an ordinary piece of currency at first glance. After all, it's just a dollar, a standard unit of money in circulation, right? But for those who delve deeper into the world of coin collecting and numismatics, this coin has a unique and fascinating story to tell. Over the years, collectors and investors have recognized the historical significance and rarity of certain versions of the 1972 $1 coin, making it much more valuable than its face value of just $1. Today, we'll explore the rich history of this coin, its design, the minting process, its collector appeal, and most importantly, its impressive current value of $155,000. To truly appreciate the 1972 $1 coin, we must first understand the historical context in which it was produced. By the early 1970s, the United States had already seen several iterations of the $1 coin. The most notable was the Eisenhower dollar, which was introduced in 1971 as a tribute to President Dwight D. Eisenhower. The Eisenhower dollar was larger and heavier than its predecessors, designed to commemorate the U.S. space program and the nation's achievements in space exploration, including the Apollo moon landings. However, by 1972, the U.S. Mint was already looking ahead to future changes in its coinage system, and the 1972 $1 coin would become part of a larger experiment. The Eisenhower dollar, despite its initial excitement, was not widely accepted in circulation. Its size and weight made it impractical for everyday use, and many people simply didn't carry it in their pockets. The Eisenhower dollar was also overshadowed by the popularity of the smaller, more convenient quarter, half-dollar, and $1 bills. As a result, the U.S. Mint started to move toward other coinage options and ultimately discontinued the Eisenhower dollar series in 1978. However, that doesn't mean the 1972 version of the Eisenhower dollar doesn't hold incredible value for collectors. It's quite the opposite. The 1972 $1 coin, like its predecessors, was minted in two distinct versions, the regular circulation coin and the proof coin. The regular circulation coins were struck at the Philadelphia and Denver mints, while the proof versions were produced at the San Francisco Mint and were intended specifically for collectors. These proof coins, which were struck using a special process that results in a highly polished finish, are typically more valuable than regular circulation coins because of their exceptional quality. The design of the 1972 $1 coin remained largely unchanged from the previous year's issue. The obverse of the coin featured the familiar portrait of President Dwight D. Eisenhower, designed by Frank Gasparro, the chief engraver at the U.S. Mint. The profile of Eisenhower is presented in a left-facing position, with the inscriptions, "Liberty, in God We Trust," and the mint year placed around the portrait. This simple yet powerful design reflected the important role Eisenhower had played in U.S. history, both as a military leader and as the 34th president. On the reverse side of the coin, Gasparro chose to depict an eagle landing on the moon, holding an olive branch in its talons, a direct reference to the Apollo 11 mission. This was the first time in history that a human being had landed on the moon, and the reverse design sought to commemorate this achievement. The eagle's flight toward the moon symbolized the nation's desire to continue reaching for new frontiers. Surrounding the image of the eagle are the words, "United States of America, e pluribus unum," and $1, completing the design point. One of the most interesting aspects of the 1972 $1 coin is its composition. Like the 1971 coin, the $1,972 was struck using a copper-nickel clad composition, which was part of the broader shift away from using silver in U.S. coinage. At the time, the U.S. Mint was focused on finding more cost-effective ways to produce coins, and the copper-nickel clad composition became a standard for many circulating coins. The 1972 Eisenhower dollar has a weight of 22.68 grams and a diameter of 38.1 millimeters, making it larger and heavier than many of its counterparts. Despite the large mintage of the 1972 $1 coin, certain versions of the coin stand out as being particularly rare or valuable. The 1972 Eisenhower dollar, especially those with certain minting errors, is highly sought after by collectors and has proven to be a valuable piece for investors. Over the years, the 1972 Eisenhower dollar has become a favorite among coin collectors for several reasons. Its design, which celebrates the leadership of President Eisenhower and the technological achievement of the Apollo 11 mission, makes it a significant and symbolic piece of U.S. history. The coin's connection to these major events in American history has helped to increase its appeal over time. Additionally, the $1,972 coin was part of the broader transition in U.S. coinage from silver to base metals, which adds another layer of interest for collectors who appreciate the changing dynamics of U.S. currency. One of the most interesting aspects of the 1972 $1 coin is the role that minting errors play in determining its value. Coin errors are a major factor in the world of numismatics, and coins with unique characteristics that deviate from the normal minting process can be extremely valuable. For the 1972 Eisenhower dollar, there are a few key errors that collectors are particularly interested in. One of the most valuable errors for the 1972 Eisenhower dollar is the double die error. A double die occurs when the coin is struck by the die more than once, causing the design to be printed twice on the coin, typically offset. In the case of the $1,972, the double die error can be most clearly seen in the word Liberty and in the date, 1972. Coins with a significant doubling effect are much rarer than those that are struck properly, and their value increases significantly due to their rarity. The double die 1972 Eisenhower dollar is one of the most sought-after error coins in modern U.S. coinage, and it can fetch a hefty price at auction. Another error that has been discovered on the 1972 Eisenhower dollar is the die clash. A die clash occurs when two dies, the metal stamps used to imprint the design onto the coin, come into contact with each other without a coin being present between them. This results in portions of the design being transferred onto the coin in unintended areas. For the 1972 Eisenhower dollar, die clash errors often appear as faint impressions of the reverse design on the obverse, or vice versa. These die clash errors are particularly interesting to collectors because they are a result of a mistake that occurred during the minting process, making them unique and rare. Other errors on the 1972 Eisenhower dollar include off-center strikes, misalignments, and overstrikes. These errors, while not as common as the double die or die clash, can still make a coin more valuable, especially if they are significant or particularly well-defined. The value of a 1972 Eisenhower dollar depends heavily on its condition, rarity, and the presence of any minting errors. Coins that are in excellent condition, often referred to as mint state coins, are more valuable than coins that show signs of wear. The highest graded 1972 Eisenhower dollar coins can fetch thousands of dollars at auction, with certain minting errors driving the price even higher. For example, a 1972 Eisenhower dollar with a double die error can sell for anywhere from a few $1,000s to as much as $155,000, depending on the coin's condition and rarity. The $155,000 value for a 1972 Eisenhower dollar is reserved for coins that are in exceptional condition and feature a significant minting error. These coins are considered among the rarest and most desirable examples of the series. Collectors are always on the lookout for these unique coins, and the market for them continues to grow as more people become interested in coin collecting and investing. For those just beginning their journey into coin collecting, the 1972 Eisenhower dollar is a great example of how a seemingly ordinary coin can become extraordinarily valuable. With its historical significance, unique design, and the possibility of discovering a rare minting error, the 1972 $1 coin offers a wealth of opportunities for collectors and investors alike. The 1974 USA $1 coin stands as an intriguing relic in the world of American numismatics. While the coin may not have the same level of widespread fame as certain other iconic coins in U.S. history, its story and significance are just as fascinating for collectors and history buffs alike. From its historical context to the distinct features of its design, and even the rarity of some of its more valuable variations, the 1974 $1 coin holds a special place in the hearts of numismatists around the world. In this video, we're going to dive deep into the story of the 1974 $1 coin, tracing its origins, exploring the design and minting process, uncovering its collector appeal, and revealing how, in some rare cases, this coin has become worth a staggering $140,000. To truly understand the 1974 $1 coin, it's important to first place it in the broader historical context of the time. The 1970s were a turbulent period for both the United States and its currency. The world was in the midst of economic challenges, and the U.S. Mint was undergoing significant changes in its coinage system. The dollar coin, a symbol of American currency, had already seen a number of design shifts and material changes in previous years, especially in the wake of silver shortages and economic pressures. In 1971, the U.S. Mint had launched the Eisenhower dollar, a coin meant to commemorate President Dwight D. Eisenhower and the U.S. space program's triumphs, particularly the 1969 Apollo 11 moon landing. The Eisenhower dollar was larger and heavier than its predecessors, making it a visually striking coin. However, despite its compelling design and commemorative intentions, the coin quickly found itself being less popular in everyday circulation due to its impractical size. As a result, the coin was often seen more as a novelty or a collector's item rather than a practical currency. By the time the $1,974 coin was minted, the future of the Eisenhower dollar was uncertain. It was clear that the public wasn't as interested in using such a large coin, and there was a growing movement within the U.S. Mint to introduce a coin that would be both more practical and more widely accepted. However, in 1974, the U.S. Mint continued to produce the Eisenhower dollar in regular circulation, despite the growing realization that a change was likely needed. The $1,974 coin shares many of the same features as its 1971 and 1973 predecessors, but it also stands as an important milestone in the history of U.S. coinage. The coin was produced in both circulation and proof versions, each with different minting processes that made them distinct in both appearance and value. While the regular circulation coins were struck at the Philadelphia and Denver mints, proof coins were produced at the San Francisco Mint and were intended for collectors. Proof coins, with their polished surfaces and mirror-like finish, typically hold a higher value than circulation coins, particularly in mint state or uncirculated condition. The design of the 1974 $1 coin remains largely the same as the design introduced in 1971, with President Dwight D. Eisenhower on the obverse and an eagle landing on the moon on the reverse. The portrait of Eisenhower, designed by Frank Gasparo, remains a striking image on the obverse side of the coin, facing left, with the inscriptions, "Liberty, in God We Trust," and the mint year around the image. The reverse design, also created by Gasparo, depicts an eagle flying toward the moon, carrying an olive branch in its talons. This was a direct reference to the Apollo 11 mission, which had landed the first humans on the moon in 1969. The imagery was meant to symbolize both peace and the U.S. space program's ambitions. Surrounding the image of the eagle are the words, "United States of America, e pluribus unum," and $1, completing the coin's design. One of the key distinguishing features of the $1,974 coin is its composition. Like the 1971 and 1973 versions, the 1974 Eisenhower dollar was made of a copper-nickel-clad composition, marking a shift away from the silver content that had been used in earlier dollar coins. The decision to use copper-nickel rather than silver was part of a broader effort by the U.S. Mint to produce coins that were more cost-effective, especially in light of rising silver prices. The 1974 Eisenhower dollar weighs 22.68 grams and has a diameter of 38.1 millimeters, making it significantly larger and heavier than many other coins in circulation at the time. Although the $1,974 coin was minted in large quantities, it is important to note that certain versions of the coin are much rarer than others. Coins that are in pristine condition or have been struck with unique features or errors are highly prized by collectors. The condition of the coin plays a crucial role in determining its value, and coins that have been well preserved over the years are worth far more than those that have been heavily circulated or damaged. One of the most exciting aspects of coin collecting is the possibility of discovering coins with minting errors, and the 1974 Eisenhower dollar is no exception. While minting errors are relatively rare, they can greatly increase the value of a coin. The $1,974 coin has been known to feature several different types of errors, including double dies, die clashes, and off-center strikes. Coins with these types of errors are highly sought after by collectors, and they can fetch prices far higher than a typical coin of the same year and design. For example, one of the most valuable variations of the $1,974 coin is the 1974 D double die error. In this case, the coin shows a clear doubling of the design elements, particularly in the date, 1974, and the word Liberty. This error occurs when the die used to strike the coin is misaligned or improperly struck, causing the design to appear twice in different positions. Double dies are one of the most popular types of minting errors for coin collectors, and a 1974 D double die error can command prices in the thousands of dollars, depending on its condition. Another valuable version of the $1,974 coin is the 1974 S silver-proof coin. This particular version of the coin, produced at the San Francisco Mint, contains a small amount of silver, which makes it a more valuable item for collectors. The 1974 S silver-proof dollar was struck using a special process to create a highly polished finish, giving it a mirror-like appearance. These coins are highly prized by collectors, and a well-preserved silver-proof coin from 1974 can be worth thousands of dollars. While the 1974 Eisenhower dollar was minted in large quantities, it is the rare variations and proof versions that really capture the attention of collectors. In some cases, the most valuable examples of the coin can sell for upwards of $140,000. This high price is reserved for coins that are in impeccable condition, have unique minting errors, or are among the rarest proof versions. The $140,000 price tag may seem incredible for a coin that was produced over 50 years ago, but it reflects the combination of rarity, historical significance, and collector demand. For coin collectors, the hunt for these rare and valuable examples is part of the thrill, and the 1974 $1 coin remains a sought-after prize. In addition to its intrinsic value as a piece of currency, the 1974 $1 coin also has considerable collector appeal because of its association with President Dwight D. Eisenhower and the U.S. space program. The 1974 coin, much like its predecessors, carries a design that commemorates one of the most important achievements in human history, the successful landing of astronauts on the Moon. This historical context makes the coin a significant symbol of American achievement, and its association with the 1970s adds another layer of nostalgia for those who remember the excitement of the space race. For collectors who are just starting out, the 1974 Eisenhower dollar offers an accessible entry point into the world of numismatics. Even if you don't come across a rare minting error or proof coin, the regular circulation versions of the $1,974 coin can still be valuable in their own right, especially in well-preserved condition. As with any coin collection, the key is to be diligent and attentive to detail, always on the lookout for coins that are in excellent condition or feature unique characteristics. In conclusion, the 1974 USA $1 coin may not have the same level of fame as other coins in U.S. history, but its story is just as rich and fascinating. From its design, which honors President Eisenhower and the U.S. space program, to its place in the larger narrative of U.S. coinage history, the 1974 $1 coin offers a glimpse into a pivotal moment in American history. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started, this coin has a lot to offer in terms of its collector appeal, rarity, and potential value. With certain versions now worth as much as $140,000, it's clear that the 1974 Eisenhower dollar is much more than just a coin. It's a piece of history that continues to captivate collectors and investors alike. So, the next time you stumble upon a 1974 $1 coin, take a closer look. It could be the beginning of your own numismatic journey. The 1976 USA half-dollar coin is a fascinating piece of American numismatic history, not just because of its design, but because of the historical moment it represents. 1976 marked a significant year for the United States, as the country was celebrating its bicentennial, an event that commemorated the 200th anniversary of the signing of the Declaration of Independence. This occasion was so monumental that it inspired a series of commemorative coins, and the 1976 half-dollar became one of the most iconic and beloved coins in U.S. history. Though it may appear simple at first glance, the 1976 half-dollar holds much more than just its face value. It's a symbol of the nation's journey, its triumphs, and its rich historical legacy. To truly appreciate the significance of the 1976 half-dollar, we must first understand the political and cultural climate of the mid-1970s. The United States had just come out of the turbulent 1960s and early 1970s, a period marked by significant social change, political upheaval, and even economic struggles. As the country neared its 200th anniversary, there was a renewed sense of patriotism and reflection on what it meant to be American. This was a time to celebrate the nation's past while looking forward to its future, and the bicentennial celebration became a way for Americans to come together and honor their shared heritage. As a result, the U.S. Mint began to release special coins in 1975 and 1976 to commemorate the bicentennial year. The 1976 half-dollar was a part of this bicentennial coin series, and its design was specifically created to reflect this important milestone. The coin's design is one of the most distinctive of all U.S. coins, featuring a reverse that showcases a bold and patriotic image, as well as an obverse that had been altered to mark the occasion. The design changes were not only a way to celebrate the bicentennial but also to commemorate the nation's revolutionary roots. The 1976 half-dollar is different from any other half-dollar coin produced in U.S. history. It is part of a unique bicentennial series of coins that also included a quarter and a dollar coin. The half-dollar was struck with a special reverse design to celebrate the 200th anniversary of American independence, and the front of the coin featured the traditional portrait of John F. Kennedy, who had been featured on the half-dollar since 1964. The obverse of the 1976 half-dollar is the same as that of the standard Kennedy half-dollar series, with a portrait of President John F. Kennedy. Designed by Gilroy Roberts, this image shows Kennedy in profile, facing left. The coin's inscriptions around the portrait read "Liberty" and "In God We Trust," with the mint year, 1976, also included. The reverse side of the coin, however, is what makes the 1976 half-dollar stand out from its predecessors. For the reverse of the 1976 half-dollar, the U.S. Mint turned to a special design created by artist Dennis "Art" Williams. The reverse design depicts a colonial drummer, symbolizing the Revolutionary War era, along with a stylized version of the Liberty Bell. This image was meant to evoke the spirit of the American Revolution and the birth of the nation. The coin's reverse also includes the inscriptions "United States of America," "E Pluribus Unum," and "half-dollar." The design was a tribute to the founding of the United States and the struggles that led to its independence. The Liberty Bell image, in particular, was significant, as it was a symbol of the nation's freedom, and the colonial drummer represented the military struggle for independence. The design changes made to the 1976 half-dollar were a reflection of the excitement surrounding the bicentennial celebration. These new images were seen as a tribute to the nation's revolutionary past and a way of honoring the founding fathers and the sacrifices made by those who fought for American freedom. The design was also a way for the U.S. Mint to create something special, something that could inspire pride and patriotism in Americans during a time of national reflection. The 1976 half-dollar was minted in two distinct versions, a regular circulation coin and a special proof coin. The regular circulation coins were struck at the Philadelphia and Denver mints, while the proof coins, with their highly polished finishes, were made at the San Francisco Mint. The proof coins, in particular, were popular among collectors because of their striking, mirror-like appearance and the higher quality of their production. The composition of the 1976 half-dollar was also noteworthy. While most coins in circulation were composed of copper and nickel, the 1976 Bicentennial half-dollar was made using a special copper-nickel clad composition. This material gave the coin a distinct color and texture that was different from traditional silver coins. The 1976 half-dollar weighs 11.5 grams and has a diameter of 30.61 millimeters, which is standard for the half-dollar size. The mintage numbers for the 1976 half-dollar were exceptionally high, with millions of coins struck for circulation. The Philadelphia Mint produced over 122 million coins, while the Denver Mint produced over 105 million. In addition, the San Francisco Mint produced proof coins for collectors, with millions of these coins entering the market as well. Because of these high mintage numbers, most of the 1976 half-dollars are relatively easy to find in circulation or in collections today. However, there are still certain variations of the 1976 half-dollar that are rare and highly valuable. Despite the large number of 1976 half-dollars produced, the coin's value has grown significantly in recent years, particularly for proof coins and those with unique errors. Coins that have been well preserved in mint condition or that feature distinctive minting errors are highly prized by collectors and can fetch significant sums at auction. One of the most valuable variations of the 1976 half-dollar is the proof coin in excellent condition. These proof coins were struck with a special minting process that produced a mirror-like finish, making them particularly attractive to collectors. Some proof coins were produced with slight variations in their finish, leading to minor differences that collectors have come to value. For example, coins with certain types of die polishing or other production anomalies can be worth more than standard proof coins. Another rare and valuable version of the 1976 half-dollar is the dual-dated version. The U.S. Mint actually issued two versions of the 1976 half-dollar, one with the minting date of 1776 to 1976 and another with just the 1976 date. Coins with the dual-dated inscription, 1776 to 1976, are more valuable than coins with just the 1976 date, as they are a part of the bicentennial celebration and represent the historic nature of the year. Minting errors also play a significant role in the value of 1976 half-dollar coins. Coins that have errors such as off-center strikes, double strikes, or misalignments are especially valuable to collectors, as they are rare and unique. An off-center strike, where the design of the coin is not properly aligned, can create a one-of-a-kind error coin that is sought after by numismatists. Similarly, coins with double strikes, where the image of the coin appears more than once, can also fetch a premium price, depending on the severity and visibility of the error. For collectors who are looking for the rarest and most valuable 1976 half-dollar coins, the key is to find coins in excellent condition with unique errors or variations. These coins, especially those in mint condition or with proof-like finishes, can be worth far more than their original face value. In some cases, certain 1976 half-dollar coins have sold for tens of thousands of dollars, and some have even reached prices as high as $120,000. This impressive value for a 1976 half-dollar is a testament to the coin's appeal among collectors and investors. The coin's historical significance, its connection to the bicentennial celebration, and its striking design all contribute to its high value. In addition, the rarity of certain variations and errors has made the 1976 half-dollar a coin that is highly sought after in the numismatic community. For those interested in collecting coins or investing in rare pieces of currency, the 1976 half-dollar presents a unique opportunity. While many of the coins produced that year may not be worth more than their face value, the rare and exceptional examples have proven to be incredibly valuable over time. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, the 1976 half-dollar coin offers a fascinating glimpse into U.S. history and the world of coin collecting. In conclusion, the 1976 USA half-dollar coin is more than just a piece of currency, it's a symbol of the United States' 200-year history and its journey to become the nation it is today. The coin's design, which celebrates the Bicentennial, stands as a tribute to the Revolutionary War and the founding ideals of the nation. While the coin itself was produced in large numbers, the rarity of certain variations and errors has made the 1976 half-dollar one of the most valuable and sought-after coins in modern U.S. coinage. With certain examples now worth as much as $120,000, it's clear that the 1976 half-dollar is much more than a simple commemorative coin. It's a valuable piece of American history that continues to captivate collectors and investors alike. So, the next time you come across a 1976 half-dollar coin, take a moment to appreciate its historical significance and its potential to be a rare treasure in the world of numismatics. The 1972 USA half-dollar coin holds a significant place in the history of American currency, bridging the legacy of its predecessors and providing a glimpse into the evolving world of numismatics. While the 1972 half-dollar might not have been minted to commemorate a grand anniversary or historical event like some other coins, its design, production, and the context of the times give it an undeniable charm and appeal. For coin collectors and enthusiasts, this seemingly humble half-dollar is anything but ordinary. In fact, some rare versions of the 1972 half-dollar have been known to fetch staggering sums, up to $105,000 in the rarest instances, making it an extraordinary specimen in the world of numismatics. The 1972 half-dollar, first and foremost, is part of the John F. Kennedy half-dollar series, which was introduced in 1964, just months after the assassination of President Kennedy. The series was a tribute to Kennedy's memory, as well as a way for the country to honor the legacy of its 35th president. The 1972 half-dollar continued the tradition of featuring Kennedy's profile on the obverse, front, of the coin. However, this year's version would carry additional significance and interest as it was produced during a time of national transition. The early 1970s were a period of social and political upheaval, but they also represented a time of reflection on American identity and history. The 1972 coin, alongside other minted coins, provided a snapshot of a moment in history. The obverse of the 1972 half-dollar coin features a portrait of President John F. Kennedy, designed by Gilroy Roberts. The image of Kennedy is rendered in left profile, with his facial features sharp and defined. His iconic hairstyle, well-groomed appearance, and solemn expression give the coin a sense of dignity and respect. Surrounding the portrait are the inscriptions, "Liberty" and "In God We Trust." At the top of the coin is the word "Liberty," signifying freedom, which is central to the American ethos. Beneath the portrait, "In God We Trust," reflects the nation's historical reliance on faith, and the words are presented prominently as a sign of unity during a time of political and social turmoil. The coin also bears the mint year, 1972, beneath Kennedy's bust, marking this specific coin's place in time. The reverse of the 1972 half-dollar features the classic heraldic eagle design, which had been used on U.S. coins for many years. The eagle is shown with its wings outstretched, clutching an olive branch in its right talon, symbolizing peace, and arrows in its left talon, representing strength and readiness for defense. The eagle's beak is open, as if in flight, and a shield is displayed on its chest. Above the eagle are the inscriptions "United States of America" and "E Pluribus Unum," the latter translating to "out of many, one." Below the eagle, the words "half-dollar" complete the design. This reverse design is simple but powerful, symbolizing the United States' strength, resolve, and unity despite its relatively traditional design. The 1972 half-dollar coin came with a few unique characteristics, particularly in the context of its minting. The coin was struck using the same composition as other half-dollars of the time, which was a mixture of 40% silver and 60% copper. However, in 1970, the U.S. Mint stopped producing 90% silver half-dollars and replaced them with the 40% silver variety. This change was made in response to rising silver prices, which made it increasingly expensive for the mint to continue using the higher silver content. The 1972 half dollar, therefore, was made with this 40% silver and copper-clad composition, which became a hallmark of many coins produced in the early 1970s. The production of the 1972 half-dollar coin took place at both the Philadelphia and Denver mints. Over 180 million 1972 half-dollars were produced in total, with a significant number of these coins intended for circulation. However, due to the large number of coins minted, the 1972 half-dollar is not considered rare or hard to find in most cases. In fact, most of the half-dollars produced in 1972 were circulated widely and are still available in the market today. Despite their relatively high mintage, some versions of the 1972 half-dollar are still valuable due to their unique characteristics or their excellent condition. One of the most important factors that impact the value of a 1972 half-dollar coin is its condition. Like all coins, the better the condition, the higher the value, but the 1972 half-dollar has several variants that make it especially interesting to collectors. While the majority of 1972 half-dollars are easily found and don't carry much premium, there are specific varieties that are much rarer and worth far more than their face value. For instance, there was a rare error that occurred during the 1972 production run known as the 1972 double die obverse. This error occurred when the die used to strike the coin was misaligned during the minting process. As a result, the 1972 half-dollar features an overimpression of the date and inscriptions, most notably the word Liberty and the 2 in the date. The doubling effect is subtle but noticeable, and it makes the coin highly collectible and sought after by enthusiasts. Coins with this error are often more valuable than the standard 1972 half-dollar, and their worth can escalate depending on the severity and clarity of the doubling. These coins are highly prized by error collectors, and the rarer the example, the higher the price it can command. Another factor contributing to the 1972 half-dollar's appeal is the fact that, over time, certain versions of the coin have become rarer due to their survival rate. Coins that have been well preserved, especially in mint or near mint condition, have increased in value, with some examples fetching as much as $105,000 at auction. While this is an extreme case, it demonstrates the potential for valuable finds in the world of numismatics. Coins that have been well stored or preserved in protective cases are more likely to retain their original finish and design, making them desirable to collectors who are searching for coins that are as close to perfect as possible. While most collectors will likely encounter the 1972 half-dollar in typical circulated condition, there are a select few who have discovered coins that, due to errors or excellent preservation, are highly valuable. As with any coin, the condition of a 1972 half-dollar is key to determining its market value. Coins in excellent condition or those with unique characteristics have shown the potential to skyrocket in value, turning a seemingly ordinary half-dollar into a rare and extraordinary find. In addition to the coin's rarity, the historical context of the 1972 half-dollar plays a significant role in its appeal. The coin was minted during a turbulent time in American history, just a few years after the assassination of President Kennedy and amidst the backdrop of the Vietnam War, social movements, and economic challenges. As such, the Kenendy half-dollar series itself has become a symbol of national mourning, resilience, and the passing of an era. For many collectors, owning a coin from the year 1972 represents a connection to this pivotal time in American history. The 1972 half-dollar's value today can also be impacted by the ongoing popularity of collecting coins from the John F. Kennedy half-dollar series. The Kenendy half-dollar has become a beloved symbol of U.S. history, not only because of the tragic assassination of President Kennedy but also because of its role in the nation's collective memory. As time passes and fewer high-quality examples remain in circulation, the value of certain coins, such as the 1972 half-dollar, will continue to increase, driven by the growing demand among collectors and investors. The appeal of the 1972 half-dollar also extends to those who collect coins as a form of investment. In the world of numismatics, coins can serve as both a hobby and a lucrative investment opportunity. Collectors who specialize in U.S. coins often look for rare or unique versions that have the potential to increase in value over time. Given the scarcity of certain versions of the 1972 half-dollar, particularly those with errors or in pristine condition, the coin has become a desirable piece for collectors who seek to diversify their portfolios or expand their collections. In conclusion, while the 1972 USA half-dollar may have been produced in large quantities, it still holds a significant place in the world of numismatics. Its design, with the classic Kenendy portrait and eagle reverse, links it to the larger history of U.S. coinage and to the legacy of President John F. Kennedy. The coin's mintage, coupled with the potential for error varieties and the rarity of well-preserved examples, has made it highly desirable for collectors. For those lucky enough to find a high-quality version of the 1972 half-dollar, especially one featuring the rare double die error, its value could reach as much as $105,000. Whether you're a dedicated numismatist or someone new to the world of coin collecting, the 1972 half-dollar is a remarkable example of American history and a testament to the enduring appeal of U.S. coins.